Good morning, everyone. This is Mr. Ryan, the principal of the Arts Academy, and I'm back with another PLC Insider where I'm going to take you inside our school, inside our team meetings, so you can see all the wonderful work that's going on here at Arts Middle in order for your child to learn at his or her highest level. So the first one we're going to go over quickly is the prior to learning unit, which we went over that. What is a learning unit? But here it is, where we plan out every 4 weeks. We give some assessments in between those weeks to see how kids are learning. We use flex blocks as a way to stop instruction, no new curriculum, and make sure everyone gets what they need in order to move on. So this is kind of what our unit is. You can see we give a pre-unit, CFA flex here in the yellow. Then we have a flex block to make sure we review the vocab and the essential learning that they need for the unit. We have high quality instruction. After 6 days, we check again. How did they do over those 6 days? And then we have another flex block to see how kids are doing, making sure that we stop instruction, no new content coming in. We reteach, re-engage the kids. And then at the end of the unit here, we have a CFA, a common formative assessment. So if I'm in ELA, both classes are doing it. If I'm in math, both classes are doing it. Social studies and science are also in arts, are also measuring how our students are doing on the 4 weeks that we are in this learning unit. We're not waiting to December. We're not waiting to state test. We are constantly monitoring how students are doing and how they're learning every 4 weeks, as you can see by the learning unit. So what do we do at the end? I'm going to walk you through our data team. This is our protocol. So the teachers will meet in teams. There'll be an ELA team, there'll be an arts team, there'll be a math team, and they'll go through. You can see they have norms: be on time, be prepared, be engaged. We'll listen, we'll follow the agenda. And then here's the part of the protocol, and they follow this, and they focus on student learning. So if they have 30 minutes to meet as a team that's embedded into the workday, they are focusing on the right work, which is student learning. So you can see PLC question 1, what do we want students to learn? So what are the learning targets that we taught during this 4-week span? And have a discussion. This is what we taught. This is the priority standard. This is the learning target created from the priority standard. And then we want to know, how do we do overall? How did we do? How many kids mastered it? How many kids were approaching? And then we go down here. We break it down by target. So each common assessment is 1 or 2 targets, maybe a third one. We want to break it down by target so we can really individualize the instruction and the assessment and the interventions for those kids by target. So we know how each kid did by each target, and the teachers look at this. And then we go down and we say, okay, what were the strengths? Like what did we do well? What targets did we master? Then we look at targets and needs. What targets did we not master? And this is important because it must be addressed during flex block and college prep. Because of cohorts that we can't have college prep, which was a intervention where kids went to all different classes to get more time and support or enrichment and extension. We can't do that now, so we are using flex blocks. So any target of need will be reassessed, re-engaged in the flex block. Then we examine and discuss the data. We look at students in equity. We look at the learning target question. Which question was the most challenging? What CFA question separates students from mastery and approaching? How about mastery and exceeding? And what can we do to help those kids? And then we write a summary statement of the data. What was the data telling us? Then we take action. It's great to talk about data, but we're going to take action. What will we immediately do for the students who did not master the learning targets? So we look at both. We look at assessment, instruction, and flex time, and we plan a flex time as a team. Say we are going to work on this learning target. This is what it's going to look like. We'll allow kids to redo it. We'll allow kids to retake it. We're going to focus on the target of need. Then you can see college prep, which for us in a normal school year would be every kid would then be placed in a class, either science, social studies, arts, math, or ELA, where they need more time and support based on these common formative assessments that were given. And then in addition, in the flex time, we also look at what will we immediately do to enrich and extend the learning for students who master the learning targets. So this is going on next week. We're going to give that common formative assessment. We're going to meet in our teams, and this is what our teams will focus on in order to help students learn at higher levels. So there's a lot of great stuff going on here. Thank you for joining the PLC Insider. Parents, you're the greatest. Thanks for choosing Arts Middle.